Hey folks, Adam here from World's Greatest Adventures, and we're about to explore Thailand. And we're going to give you 10 reasons you may not want to visit this beautiful country. So let's go ahead, we're going to check it out. We're going to kick it off right about now. Now, as somebody who's traveled the world and seen Thailand from top to bottom and stem to stern, I gotta say I love this country. Beautiful beaches, gorgeous mountains, scuba, snorkeling, boat rides, elephants, bars, girls, fun, and even family adventures. But there's a lot of reasons you may not want to visit this gorgeous country. And we're gonna give you some reasons right now. Now, first and foremost, I gotta tell you the temperature, okay? So number 10 on our list is going to be the temperature. And we're going to cover things like the travel time, the walking, the traffic, the cost, etc. We'll talk about water pollution, air pollution, the tourists, and a whole lot more. So number 10 is the temperature. Yeah, the temperature in Thailand is hot. It's hot and sweaty, all right? It is 91 degrees as an average temperature for the coldest month of the year, okay? Has lows in the 60s or 70s in the coldest month of the year. It is always humid, and there's not always air conditioning available to the average person. So, of course, you're probably going to be staying in a hotel that has air conditioning. You're probably going to eat in some restaurants that have air conditioning. But there's going to be a lot of humidity. There's going to be a lot of high temperatures, and there's going to be a lot of sweating through your clothes. So Thailand may not be for you if you're not ready to enjoy some fun in the sun. Now with that, there's a flip side to almost every one of these. The temperature, you may want a nice hot day, a nice hot week, a nice hot month, a nice hot retirement or vacation in Thailand. But this is a reason why you may not want to move, visit, or retire to Thailand. Number 9, the length of travel, okay? Now for me, getting to Thailand isn't easy. I live in Florida. Last time I went there, it was Tampa to Houston. Houston, all the way to Tokyo. That was 14 hours. Tokyo to Bangkok, that was 6 hours. And another couple hours to Phuket or Pattaya. In some cases, you can take 4 or 5 flights easily to get there from the United States, and that can be draining. That can be 30 hours of flying, and with layovers and missed flights and things, you could be spending 2 to 3 days traveling to get there. That's not easy if you're taking a 2-week vacation. So the length of travel can be significant and costly, okay? Lie flat seats on the lowest price airline I can find, $1,800 for one leg for one way. If you want to sit it out in coach, it could be $700. But you add up all those tickets, and those add up quickly, particularly if you're traveling with family, friends, or others. All right, so the length of travel. Number 8 is walking. Now, if you're not prepared to walk 8 to 10, 20,000 steps a day, Thailand may not be best for you. These remote locations do require a little bit of walking, okay? Getting to a beach like this may require you to be on a boat for a long time to get there. But yeah, there's a lot of walking around. Within the city, around the city, a lot of these cities are set up for walking street and touring and whatever. If you're not ready to put on the miles, Thailand may not be best for you. Which brings me to number 7, talking about the miles, bad traffic. I've experienced some of the worst traffic in the world in Phuket, Pattaya, Bangkok, Chiang Mai, and I have to say, you don't want to rent a car there. If you're a Westerner and you're not used to driving there, you probably don't know the customs and courtesies of their driving. So for me, I would not drive in Thailand anytime soon. And if you are considering getting a cab, you're going to be sitting in some traffic in those major cities. So just consider the fact that, in my opinion, there's some of the worst driving in the world. Maybe that's just because I'm new and I don't understand it, but it's different than what I'm used to, and there's going to be bad traffic. And that may be a reason you don't want to go there. Number 6, the cost isn't great, okay? Now, there's a discount on price compared to where I live in Florida. But maybe if I'm spending $12 at a restaurant here in the United States, I'm still spending $8 or $9 in Thailand. Now, you can eat street food, and you could eat for $2 or $3 for a meal. But then you're eating street food. There's the risk of illness. There's the risk of it's just street food. It could be great, could be bad. But when you're comparing apples and apples, there's maybe a 20-30% discount on goods. Now, where you're going to see savings is going to be in services. Labor is cheaper in Thailand than the United States. So if you want a foot massage, you want a back massage, you want somebody to paint your house, Thailand has some real discounts. If you're looking to get somebody as a personal cleaning person to come clean your house once a week, if you're retiring there, certainly has some options. But if you're going to Thailand just to save money on vacation, it's not the cheapest location. Okay? Number 5 is pollution. Pollution in general, and particularly air pollution. Now, these gorgeous beaches, in my experience, when I've gone to several of them, they've been shut down because of high bacteria counts. You're not supposed to go in the water. Sometimes they're just shut down because tourists trample all the coral reefs and they say don't go out there. But yeah, there's a question about some of the water quality, particularly the beaches off your coastal cities, your big cities. If you've got resorts, a lot of resorts will just empty their waste into the water. Just like any beach city anywhere in the world, the bacteria counts can be high. But more so, air pollution. I've experienced bad air pollution in Thailand in my travels. You can look out over the city of Bangkok and it looks smoky. You wake up, you might have a sore throat, you might be sneezing or coughing a little more, you might have to blow your nose a little more than usual. In my experience, wonderful country with so many benefits, so wonderful. But air pollution, you may not want to go there right now if you have issues with that. Okay? Number 4, there's not many Americans, okay? Now, in my experience, the biggest group of tourists, obviously Chinese are there. The Australians visit, it's close and nearby. The Russians go there to vacation. And there's a big influx of Indian tourists. That's because of changes to visa laws, and Indian people have money internationally and they go a lot of places. I think the days of the 70s, 80s, and 90s where Thailand was the place that Americans went to retire are gone. You know, you may see some British expats, but there's not the same amount of English-speaking tourists that there used to be. My recommendation is if you're looking for a place to meet people who speak English, go to an Australian bar. There's Aussie bars there, and at least the staff will speak English. Which brings me to number 3 on our list, which is the language barrier. Yeah, if the people of Thailand are catering to tourists, and they've got a lot of Russian tourists, they've got a lot of Australian tourists, they've got a lot of Chinese tourists, not everyone's going to speak English. In fact, I found very few people speaking English. So you're going to have a language barrier. So if you don't speak Thai, which you should try to learn some Thai if you're going to go there, Thailand may not be the location for you. Beautiful people, beautiful country. If you have the means and this list hasn't scared you off, definitely visit Thailand. But there's some reasons why you may not want to go there. Number 2, there is political turmoil. Turmoil with Cambodia right now. So it may not be the place to go, at least to those border cities. That's been hitting the news lately. There's some issues there. Now, I don't want to scare you off. I think you should go to Thailand. If you have the means and abilities, go to Thailand. Thailand's absolutely wonderful. It's my favorite country. It's a gorgeous country. The people are wonderful. The food is kind of fun. I don't love Thai food, but there are some things that are really good there. But number 1, political instability within the US. There's always somebody saying there's going to be new passport restrictions or new tariffs or new stuff going on. We're questionable with our interests in the world. So just be careful there, because not everyone loves an American being a tourist in their country. With that being said, there's so many great aspects to this country. Thailand, the temperature, it's warm and it's hot and it's beautiful. Look at that. You can't get that view anywhere else. You can take somebody to one of these boats. You can pay somebody to take you around in a boat for a very reasonable price. You're going to get some exercise. Getting there is half the fun. Maybe enjoy your travel there. The cost is at a discount. So like I said, every one of these, there could be some significant flip sides to them. And for my money, it's my favorite place to go. But Thailand may not be the location that you want to travel. So folks, I highly recommend you check it out, but make sure to heed these warnings because it may not be the location for you. Thanks for watching. I'm Adam, World's Greatest Adventures. Adios, amigos.